They lived where the map seems to run out of land, a place where the cold wasn't just weather, it was a force that shaped every part of life. The wind howled across endless plains of snow, sharp enough to steal your breath and numb your skin. Yet a tribe moved through this brutal landscape with quiet confidence. Their faces were calm, their steps were steady. Scientists came armed with instruments and questions, expecting struggle, and found deep, powerful resilience. They left with goosebumps, not just from the cold. Here, at the top of the world, lies the high Arctic. Our journey brought us to this remote outpost, a place of profound solitude governed by forces far older than human memory. It is the home of a tribe who live in partnership with a land of stark, breathtaking beauty. For much of the year, the land is a vast canvas of snow and ice, stretching to every horizon. This is not an empty world, but one that demands a deep understanding of its subtle language, the texture of the snow, the whisper of the wind. It is a world of powerful extremes, defined by two opposing seasons. First comes the long polar night. For months, the sun never rises, bathing the world in a soft, ethereal light. The moon and stars cast long shadows, their brilliance amplified by the frozen landscape. On clear nights, the sky itself comes alive, as the aurora borealis casts its dancing, otherworldly colors across the heavens. It is a time of deep quiet and introspection. Then comes the endless day, when the returning sun refuses to set. The warmth brings a dramatic transformation. Snow and ice withdraw to the sound of running water, and from the thawing ground, stubborn life emerges. Mosses, lichens, and wildflowers burst forth in a fleeting, urgent celebration of the sun's return. Living within this cycle are the people who have called this land home for millennia. They call themselves the people of the land, not apart from the ice and snow, but an intrinsic part of it. It is their wisdom, honed over countless generations, that we have come here to understand. They are master hunters and fishers, their lives woven into the rhythms of animal migrations and the breathing holes under the ice. In this environment, knowledge is sacred, the key to survival. It is a way of life lived with profound respect, deep listening, and a quiet gratitude for the sustenance the land provides. During a routine observation on a brutal day, bundled in advanced gear, yet feeling the cold seep into their bones, they monitored hunters preparing for a short journey. Skin temperatures were measured. The tribe's hands and feet read significantly warmer than the scientists'. Confusion turned to astonishment. Instead of shutting down blood flow to extremities, their bodies kept warm, functional circulation. Movements precise, unhurried, as if directing an inner furnace. Dr. Eris Thorne wrote, "I looked at the data, then at his calm face, and I got goosebumps." To understand this remarkable human resilience, scientists looked past complex genetics and turned to the dinner plate. Here, in the traditional foods of the Inuit, lay a profound, time-tested blueprint for survival, a nutritional strategy perfected over millennia. Scientific analysis confirmed what their ancestors knew intuitively. This was a diet perfectly engineered for the cold. It appeared impossibly high in fat by modern standards, yet it was the key to generating the immense thermal energy required to function. The menu is dictated by the land and sea. Seal and whale for their energy-rich blubber, caribou for lean protein and nutrient-packed organs, and fatty fish like Arctic char. It's a direct transfer of energy from animals who are themselves masters of the cold. This diet powers a uniquely efficient metabolic furnace. With minimal carbohydrates, the body enters ketosis, burning fat as its primary fuel. This creates a steady, enduring energy that sustains warmth and stamina for hours, a clean burn without the crashes of a sugar-based diet. The fat is critical. Marine-sourced omega-3s have a unique structure that helps keep cell membranes fluid in the cold. This biological antifreeze ensures blood flows freely to the extremities, dramatically reducing the risk of frostbite. But it's not just about fat. Consuming the entire animal prevents deficiencies. Organ meats deliver iron for oxygen transport and vitamin A for immune support. Fatty fish provide crucial vitamin D, essential when the sun disappears for months. Traditional preparation is also key. Foods are often eaten raw, frozen, or fermented. Methods that preserve delicate vitamins and enzymes that cooking would destroy, ensuring maximum nutritional absorption. We eat what the land gives. The seal's warmth becomes our warmth. Every part has a purpose. The result is a slow, steady release of energy from within, a constant, internal fire, like a log on the hearth, not a flash of kindling. Here, nutrition is more than sustenance. It is a foundational pillar of life, a complex science woven into the very fabric of culture and survival itself. Dressed for survival, a lesson in layers, traditional garments, perfected over generations, modern synthetics humbled by their performance, inner fur traps warm air, outer hollow hairs shed snow and block wind, a personal microclimate in a blizzard. Thermal cameras proved it. Little heat escaped. Stitches small and tight. Sinew swells when wet, sealing seams. Fur that resists frosting keeps vision clear. Waterproof soles, flexible uppers. Warmth and quiet steps. Wearable shelter, sophisticated survival technology. Their way of moving was another key. Not slow, but incredibly efficient. No wasted motion. A steady rhythm that saved energy and minimized sweat. In the Arctic, sweat can kill when you stop moving. Every task, precise, unhurried, leveraging the body. The cold will steal your strength if you rush. Move like the river under the ice. Slow, steady, strong. Community shared warmth, saving precious fuel. Success was shared. Burdens too. No one faced the cold alone. They survived not just as skilled individuals, but as a cohesive whole. Their greatest tool was invisible, more powerful than any instrument the scientists carried. It was knowledge, a living library of survival, etched into memory and passed down through generations. This wisdom wasn't found in books. It was passed as stories that encoded geography, songs that mapped journeys in melody, and through direct, patient teaching on the land itself. They could read the future in the present moment. They saw an approaching storm not on a satellite image, but in the subtle, sickly yellow halo around the sun, or the faint colors painting the horizon. They read the wind by observing the shape of sastrugi, the wind-carved ridges in the snow. These formations were a compass and a weather vane, telling of the wind's history and its coming fury. They sensed weather in the frantic flight of seabirds heading inland, or the sudden silence of smaller birds. They could even smell the future, detecting the faint scent of open water on the breeze, a sign of changing ice. One afternoon, the elder stopped. "A storm comes. The air is heavy. We must go back." The scientists, checking their instruments, saw no threat, but they had learned to trust this deeper sense. Hours later, a blinding whiteout descended, proving him right. Myth carried maps to food and stars. A story of a hero's journey might describe landmarks in sequence, a durable guide through the vast landscape. Memory, reinforced by narrative, was the ultimate survival tool. This knowledge was rooted in a profound respect. "The land is generous," the elder explained, "but it is not foolish. Take only what you need. Take too much, and it takes your life in return. We are its guests, not its masters." For the scientists, this was a paradigm shift. They learned to listen not just to the elder, but to the voice of the land itself, in the groan of the sea ice and the whisper of the wind. They began to understand that their technology was incomplete without this ancient wisdom. In the unforgiving beauty of the Arctic, humility was the wisest and most essential tool of all. One evening etched itself into every scientist's memory. The sky was a tapestry of sharp, brilliant stars. He set out to check his trap lines, miles across the frozen night, cold so deep it hurt to breathe, no wasted energy, completely at ease in the immense dark. Our instruments warned of danger, and yet he walked as if in a park. We all had goosebumps, from awe. A simple, powerful scene, competence without drama, a picture of true survival, carried home by every witness. The time came to leave. They carried data, and a new respect, a small offering for immense wisdom. Worlds met with patience and generosity. Numbers confirmed the edge their way of life provided, but reports couldn't capture the power of stories or the strength of sharing. We chase technology and forget ancient wisdom and our place in nature. They show us respect, attention, and community can make humans thrive anywhere. The world still holds more wisdom than we imagine, if we have the humility to listen.